All right, this is Jake Mace with Phoenix Longevity Arts, and today we're with another Tai Chi practitioner, teacher, and some of you would say master in the Phoenix area, and his name is Don Fiore, and we're here at his home in Ahwatukee. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be on the show.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Don Fiore, and I've been in this home now 23 years. Lived in Phoenix for 30 years, and I teach Tai Chi, Qigong, Feng Shui, Reiki, so I do all the energy healing, whatever it takes. I was in real estate for 30 years. I retired from that, and now this is my full-time work.
Nice. So how old were you when you first started practicing Tai Chi?
Actually, I started practicing Tai Chi at 50 years of age. But I was doing karate and judo prior to that. I was in the martial arts doing those martial art forms. And I got into Tai Chi because of migraine headaches, backaches, feeling tired all the time. And so that's what started my journey.
And how did that, the migraines and headaches, did you feel healing from the Tai Chi, or?
It was probably in about 3 to 4 weeks I noticed a difference. That's when things started taking place. I would practice every day. My teacher says you must practice if you want to get the benefits, so I practiced every day. And I noticed a change. In fact, I was in real estate at the time, and people at work thought I was maybe on drugs or something, because I was becoming very calm.
Oh, yeah.
I was just flowing, just kind of go with the flow.
The side effects kind of practice.
It's unbelievable.
And what kind of martial arts were you into before Tai Chi?
It was karate, and then I had judo. When I was in the Marine Corps,
nice.
I studied judo, and then we did some other type of
In the U.S., or did you study abroad? Or?
I studied in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
I was stationed in Camp Lejeune, then we did a med cruise, and I studied martial arts there. So.
Who are some of your teachers of Tai Chi? Who have you studied?
My first basic teacher was Justin Stone. He originated Tai Chi Chuck. It's being taught throughout the United States.
Is he still alive today?
Justin Stone's passed away about a year ago. He was 95 years of age.
Wow.
He was a Tai Chi Chuan master, and then he developed a form called Tai Chi Chuan, which seemed to work for a lot of people.
So who are some of the other teachers you studied?
I had a Dr. Paul Lamb. I studied 42 combination with Dr. Paul Lamb in Connecticut. And then I studied with a gentleman in Colorado named Steve Bradley, studied Qigong with him. And I studied with a couple other teachers that I cannot pronounce their name from China.
How did you meet up with the ones from China?
They came here to the United States. So I studied
in Arizona?
In Arizona. They came to Sedona, and I took a week's course in Chen style, 19 form Chen style. And he was one of the top Chen instructors, so I studied with him. Again, I cannot pronounce his name. So that's the hardest challenge I have. Yeah, I have to write it down and the pronunciation. And so working with him was really interesting too. But Dr. Paul Lamb was really super. He opened my eyes to the idea that work Tai Chi according to your students to see their level. Whatever level they're doing that, go with it. And so I try to modify a lot of the moves for them.
Do you probably do the same thing with your classes as teach
all the time?
Other people?
All the time I work with them, because I work with people with Parkinson's disease, severe arthritis, so I try to work with that constantly. And by modifying the moves, it gives them encouragement. And you want to have these people feel uplifted, and it seems to help them.
Yeah, that's excellent. And where do you teach at?
I teach in Sun Lakes, I teach in North Phoenix, I teach Franciscan Renewal Center, where we have World Tai Chi Day. And I was teaching about 22 classes a week, and I had to taper back. I was burning up too much chi.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And when you're burning up that much chi, it was working reverse. It's like one milkshake tastes great. You drink 10 milkshakes, it make you sick.
You eat broccoli for every meal.
Yes, that's right.
Make you sick.
Same situation. So I had to taper back in the classes, but I pretty much float around teaching different places.
Cool. And then what are some of the benefits your students talk about with the Parkinson's classes and things of that sort?
One of the big things is their movement. Their shaking seems to subside.
Oh, nice.
They have better balance. Their flexibility is better. And these are all important because, you know, Parkinson's is a type of disease that if you don't move, it starts going downhill.
Yeah.
So you want to constantly keep them in a moving action. And I tell them,
Kind of use it or lose it. Kind of
oh, there's no question about it. And I do tell them that your movement is your medicine, because a lot of people on Parkinson's are on a lot of medication. And so I keep telling them, you got to work through it. Just every day you got to be doing something. So they know the movements are simple enough for them to do. They can do them sitting or standing.
Usually how long are your classes with that?
Typically they're all an hour. Most of my classes are 1 hour. I have a few that run an hour and a half, but mostly 1 hour. 1 hour is usually plenty for most of the people. They usually, you can tell they're getting tired.
Yeah.
I tell them, you do an hour
Kind of push them
class.
to the edge though, and kind of give them a little bit of a test.
It stretches them a little, but I tell them, if you do an hour of Tai Chi and Qigong every day, you're going to be burning about 220, 230 calories.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
For those that are overweight, this is a good thing for them.
I just did that. The Arizona Republic just interviewed me for a Tai Chi article, and I had to go online to research how many calories are burned with Tai Chi, and it was 200 to 230.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's really good to let them know these things, and it's just a nice journey. It's a journey to your soul. It really is. And I find it helped me in all aspects of life.
And you said you meditate every day, so what kind of usually goes into your routine for that?
Usually my meditation's around 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
I do a rosary. I was raised Catholic, so I say a rosary every day, and then I sit quietly and just in grateful mode. And I want to tell you, if everyone can meditate, I don't think we would have any wars. There wouldn't be any wars.
That's true.
Because people be in such a peaceful state.
And so is it just the mental state you're putting yourself into, this peaceful, you said, how did you put it? You said you put yourself into a pleasant state? Or
Yeah, it's a very peaceful state.
Peaceful state. Do
Yeah.
you do any kind of breathing that's associated with that?
Oh yeah, anytime you do a meditation, I usually do some deep breathing to get into a nice calm state. Especially if you're coming from driving in our traffic.
Yeah.
You come home, you relax, you do some deep breaths, and that relaxes you into the state. And then you just ask yourself questions that you may be grateful for. Or what is my purpose? Questions like, what is my heart purpose in life? Or what can I do to help others? And these answers come through in meditation. They it's like an inward quiet nudging you get.
Maybe that leads us into the question of like Qi, and do you believe in Qi, and how would you define that kind of energy or life force people talk about?
If more people can understand Qi and understand its function. I got to understand Qi when I was practicing my Tai Chi. In the beginning, I got to understand the flow. My hands would start to vibrate. I feel a tingling through my body. I felt such a calmness that you cannot describe. And I knew, and my spirituality actually deepened. I got deeper into my...
So your Catholicism, are you Catholic?
I was raised Catholic.
That was strengthened by the Tai Chi.
It was strengthened by the Tai Chi. And speaking to my God, it was so much more powerful. And every time I do Tai Chi, it's my meditation in motion. And boy, the Chi is in the air, it's in the food, it's in whatever we do, and I make sure that I watch what kind of Chi I'm getting too.
That's right.
If I'm around negative people, I don't want to I walk away. I want to be around people who are optimistic and positive.
That's your Tai Chi awareness, able to pick it up
right away.
Before it becomes serious, get away from that.
I remember when I first started Tai Chi, I was a type A personality, always go. And once I started Tai Chi, I always tell myself, well, gee, I'm maybe going down to a B personality. Because now I started recognizing the flowers, looking at the grass differently, looking at trees differently, and looking at people differently. So it made a big difference in my life. Again, I say, if we all practice meditation and Tai Chi, we wouldn't have any wars, there'd be peace.
Do you find that you're making the transition to more maybe of a type B introverted kind of appreciative, but do you still able to go to that type A when you teach, or does it drain you now, or?
I do go to type A when I'm teaching because that's you're almost like an actor. You got to go into that persona of what you're doing, and I go into that. And when I'm done, I go right back into my B. So if we want to use that term, just like that,
that's right.
I go right into that calm state. But I try to follow two principles: simplicity and moderation. If I follow those two principles, I'm always on the right path. But as soon as I go to the extremes of any one of those, I can see things going wrong.
So maybe it even impacts, like we were talking about energies of foods and things. How has Tai Chi impacted your diet? Even you were talking about the muffin you guys made with the
I make the most healthy muffins in the world. I should put a patent on it. But I use goji berries and blueberries and chia seeds and gluten-free flour, and so I make it as healthy as I can. But Tai Chi has changed my eating habits. And I don't want to say I'm a vegetarian, but I really cut out meats quite a bit. I very seldom have any steak anymore. I have no desire for it. Once in a while I have maybe some chicken, but it's mainly fish and vegetables. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. And they're my favorite meals.
Yeah.
I blend a lot too.
You can probably feel it in the body.
Oh man, if people could understand that, and after eating a healthy meal versus a heavy laden meal with starches and meats, you'll feel a big difference. And your digestive system works. Got to keep that healthy.
Yeah, so how do people contact you about either, I know you guys have some videos and DVDs, you and your wife Tori, but you also have classes here in the Phoenix area, so what would be the best way to contact you?
The best way to contact us, number one, by phone. We have a lot of information with our phone number on it, and our website, taichihealthproducts.org.
Okay.
And my wife has been a blessing for me. She's been my right strong arm, doing everything on a computer for me. And we have a lot of people contacting us from all over. I have about 6 DVDs on the market. And some are for easy Tai Chi, some are a little more advanced, some are with a fan. And so I have a little bit of a mixture.
And I've seen your YouTube channel has some videos too.
Yes, the YouTube channel, you go .org, you'll see some of the little excerpts on there. And that seems to help a lot of people.
When did you first start producing the videos and DVDs?
I started the videos 1993, I believe it was, my first video.
That's when I came here from Canada, was that same year?
How old were you then?
12. I was 11.
11 years old.
Yeah.
Well, there I'm starting my career in real estate, or I finished real estate, starting my career in Tai Chi and Feng Shui. I went to school for Feng Shui because I understood Qi. Once I understood Qi, I went to San Diego for a year for schooling and got to understand the principles of Feng Shui and how it works. And
yeah, your house has got a really good balance to it.
Yeah, it brings inner peace and balance to the house. So all that comes together, and it's a beautiful journey. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but my goal is to live as long as I can, as healthy as I can, and whatever that may be. And I tell my students, my goal to help you is to live as long as you can, and if you do, when you pass on healthy.
There was a famous Chinese doctor named Hua To who said his clients would pay him if they were healthy, and he would pay them back if they got sick.
Yeah,
so maybe
I've heard about that, yes, I've heard of him.
Well, it's great to have Don Fiore here. If you need to contact Don and Tori for a DVD video lesson or any of their classes, you can go to taichihealthproducts.org. And also on that website, you can see their YouTube channel and order a DVD, or contact Don for lessons in the Phoenix area.
So, thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks
Appreciate it.
for being on the show. Maybe if we're lucky, Don will show me a couple of postures for a few minutes of just that you can practice at home. So get up and let's try a couple Tai Chi moves.
Couple easy Tai Chi moves.
Easy Tai Chi moves.
Okay.
Cool. For watching the video, go ahead and get up and we'll do a few moves here with Don, and he'll teach us. So what have you got to show us?
Okay, you should put your feet together, hands resting on a table, the palms open out like this. We step forward with the left leg. I'm not mirror imaging, I'm actually using my left leg, okay? And we rock forward and the hands float up in front of the face and form a ball. The hands do not touch at this point, they just hold the hands near each other. As you rock back, the hands float down, they break open, gather the chi, pull it up to the mountain again. The hands will start to feel heavy after you do a few moves in this. You're feeling the energy flowing through the body. When you're doing this move, kind of push from your center. I tell people to push from their belly button, that'll keep your back straight so you don't get in the habit of leaning forward and your head is suspended by a string. Now to finish the move, as the hands come down, the leg comes back and the hands circle around and rest on the table. Now in order to bounce it off, we'll do both sides. Palms open again, step with the right leg. As I rock forward, the hands float up, form a ball, rock back. The elbows are kind of kept close to the body, they don't extend way out. And you'll feel the chi starting to heavy in the hands. And now as I come back, I bring the leg back, circle the hands around, and rest.
Nice, smooth.
Yeah, the complements now to that move is this one. The hands come up to the shoulders, step with the left leg, and the hands circle down and form a ball, in a valley it's called. Bring the ball up to the mountain, up here, break open. The hands circle down. Gather the chi, bring it down, lift the chi up. And now to end this move, as the ball comes up, bring your leg in, and the hands rest on the table. Hands float up again to the shoulders. Step with the right leg, and the hands circle down. More. As the ball comes up, bring your leg in and circle down. The other move, the hands float up to the shoulders. Step with the left leg, push the left arm out, but not all the way. As you rock back, push the left or right arm out. Push the left. And right. Do one more. And now bring your leg in. Rest the hands on the table. The reason why I rest the hands on the table, if I drop the hands, the chi is going right out the fingers. I want to contain that chi within the body. That's where the healing takes place. Hands come up to the shoulders. Step with the right leg and push the right arm. Again, do not extend all the way out. Pushing from your center. And now we'll bring our leg in and down. Always end in namaste. I use a pose in most of my classes where we gather the lotus flower. And close the fist, push it out, and let it go. I've been using that. I learned that in one of my teachers from Korea. God, that had to be about 15 years ago. Things are going by so fast. I mean, time is whizzing by. And
that's very important in Tai Chi, trying to slow it down.
Yeah, but we're so busy teaching and helping people, all of a sudden, it's like, where did time go? You know?
Exactly.
So you really have to, that's why I meditate, to get myself regrounded, constantly regrounded.
And what did this Korean teacher have to say?
He taught me something with a stick, and it was so long ago. I remember this much, and I remember this, and it stuck with me, and I've been using it ever since. In fact, I'm using it all over California now.
You know, I tell my students that we might teach you 100 ththings, but if you can pick that one thing that matters to you, keep it.
That's what I try to learn from every teacher. If I can learn one new thing, I've had about 12 different teachers, and if I can learn one thing from any teacher, it's worth it, So that was the one thing I learned from this Korean guy.
Nice.
It's a lotus flower. I just like helping singers, because I am one. That's the whole thing,
Well, I'm sure everybody out there can, enjoy these postures. So what I would say is check out taichihealthproducts.org, but you can also refresh the video here and watch it again and get up and go through a few of these postures with Don Fiore. So thank you so much for appearing on the show. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.